Hi, Paige. How are you? I enjoyed seeing you last night on my live. I'm glad that you were able to join me, and I'm looking forward to doing this reading for you. You asked for a general reading. You just kind of want to know what the universe has coming your way. So we'll go ahead and get this shuffled for you. Just kind of focusing on your energies and on what your guides and people who have passed have to say, what your angels have to say, and whatnot. We're almost done. I'm also focusing on your energies from last night's live. That helps. Not necessary for me to do a reading, but it does help sometimes. Okay, cards are saying they're done. Alrighty, my dear, you are aware of my standard disclaimer. This is just what I see according to the question that you asked in these cards and the energies that I'm feeling from you. You do have the ability to change the course of events by thought, word, or deed. First card is representing you. This is the, Four of Pentacles reversed. Next card crosses you. I always read that card right side up. This is the Elder of Pentacles. Distant past foundation. That's usually 6 months or more in the past. This one is the Eight of Pentacles reversed. Next card is current event. This is about 3 months ago and 3 months into the future. This is the Two of Chalices, also reversed. Next card is about 3 to 6 months into the future. This is the Elder of Wands, right side up. Next card is the Emperor reversed. Interesting, this card showed up in my last reading. We'll read the next 4 cards as we get to them, and I'll go over what their placement means in a minute. Okay, so I'm just looking at the general outlaying of the cards. I can tell, just looking at it, finances weigh very, very heavily on your mind and whatnot. You don't necessarily allow them to get you down, but you could definitely, you have a lot of experience with not being in a good place financially. In fact, I definitely see that you're struggling a little bit. That's this card right here. And also the Elder of Pentacles crossing you. Your next card is also a Pentacles card, and then we start moving into other signs and other cards, which tells me that this has been going on for a hot minute. This is something that you've almost grown accustomed to. I get the feeling that this is something that you almost subconsciously have kind of chosen. And now you are in a position where you get to choose whether or not this is the avenue that you want to keep going down as far as your finances go, or whether or not you want to kind of shift things and stuff. You're at a crossroads on that level, definitely. So really, this is prime time for you to start shifting gears, so to speak, as far as your finances go. Now, that could be developing and starting to work with the new side hustle and maybe getting a little bit more income that way, or even switching jobs or careers. Now is a good time for you to start looking into that and start to shift that direction. If that's what you want to do, if you're comfortable with where you're at, that's fine. But just know that your finances aren't going to shift much unless you actively make that choice to try and move them towards a better situation, a better standing, so to speak. Looking at current events, I get the feeling that you really aren't that thrilled with where you're at on a romantic level. I see this person as wanting to be more, do more. It's almost like you have that sense that there's more to life than what you currently are experiencing. And you're right. The question becomes, what are you going to do to go after it? And I think looking at this, that's where you're looking for the guidance. And that is where you are, those two things especially, are where you are wanting the most advice on. Finances, yes, definitely. Good time to shift gears. Good time to, I wouldn't go so far as to cash out like a 401k or a retirement plan of any sort, but maybe roll it over into the next thing. Romantically, now if you are in a situation where you were ready to leave it, now would be a good time to do that. If you aren't, you still love the person you're with, great. And sorry, the cards aren't telling me one way or another. But I can tell you that this rocky situation will pass. As far as if you are still single and you're looking, it's going to stay that way for a little while. However, it will move towards, ultimately, you'll be okay as far as that goes. The person, and this is, I'm kind of just following the gradual flow of things, and it's like almost compartmentalized, where first we're going to talk about finances, next we're going to talk about romantic relationships, and we're just going to kind of compartmentalize. Sorry, I cannot talk today to save my life. I've been this way all day, and that's okay. This seems to be a going theme for you. I do feel like you have some travel coming up sometime in the next 3 to 6 months. And I definitely feel like you are going to see somebody, it's an older male who has some sort of influence in your life. As of yet undetermined as to whether or not it's like a grandfather or a father or an older sibling or an older friend. But there is a male in your life that you are going to end up seeing at some point in the next, like I said, 3 to 6 months, possibly out as far as 9. And this is somebody, no, it'll be in the spring to early summer. And I definitely feel like this is somebody who's been in your life for a while. This isn't somebody new. This is somebody who you have an attachment to. This is somebody who has been there for quite a while, who I don't feel it's a romantic thing, but I do feel like it's somebody who you look up to. My kitty came to lend her energies to your reading. Let's look at the Emperor reversed. Okay, kitty. The Emperor reversed in the position that it's in, which is the distant future, tells me that this person that you are going to go visit, I almost get the feeling like it's to pay your last respects or to say goodbye. And I really don't like having stuff like that coming through in a reading, especially for somebody who I'm not there to physically hug and comfort and help you to feel better. But that's what's coming through, is there's somebody who, this person that you go to see, you're going to say goodbye to. Whether you know it at the time or not, it's somebody who is exiting your life. I don't necessarily think that they're going to pass per se, but they won't be an active part of your life. At least not anytime after this last meeting. Let's look at you. 8 of Swords. You kind of feel like everybody is coming at you all at once, and like they're all coming at you with out of left field and nowhere, don't you? Let's look at your environments. Kitty, I know you want to help. 3 of Wands, right side up. Honestly, I had another reading where that card came up in roughly the same spot. This is a feeling almost of complacency. It's like you're just hanging out and doing your groove and just moving on with your life. You're in a position where, dogs, where you can take a little bit more active role and not necessarily hang out and just kind of let life pass you by as you watch it. Hopes or fears, stars reversed. Do you feel stuck with where you're at in your life? Because honestly, that's kind of the general theme and the general consensus of what I'm picking up is like, it's almost like you're afraid to take that extra step forward, to take that leap that you know in your gut you need to take. You're just kind of going through the motions. Final outcome, 5 of Pentacles. This is another card that says you're just kind of continuing on your same theme. Let's see, Scout. Give me just a second. I'm shuffling a little bit. I feel like there's more that we haven't discussed. Okay. Those situations that are kind of in, not necessarily the back of your head, but I'm going to use that term because I'm kind of lacking another thought at the moment. But those situations that are making you so unhappy with where you're at and feeling like everything's just kind of hitting you out of left field and whatnot, it will get better. You have to take an active role in changing things. And I actually see you doing that, which is really good because things get a lot better, especially on an emotional level. Your next 2 cards are the World and the 4 of Chalices right side up. For you, they would be in that order. Things do get better. Things do go in a more positive direction. You just have to take that bull by the horns and run with it. You are literally at a crossroads where things are kind of all in your ball, or excuse me, in the ball's in your court, so to speak. That's what I was trying to say. So I say grab that bull by the horns, run with it. You are at that perfect crossroads where everything is lining up for you to literally change your life. You just have to decide you want to do it. So that is honestly what the universe felt like needed to come through for you. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up so that way I can get it uploaded for you. And I look forward to seeing you on my next live. Love and light to you.